You are the chief organizer of terrorists. You are the one sponsoring them. You are the one financing them. You are the one doing this. You are the one doing that. Okay, Simon Ekpa, oh yeah, sit down here. They grab Simon Ekpa and they sat him down and they lock up the gate. And they lock up his social handle, media handle, everything, including his account. And they set up some inquiries, monitoring department, monitoring everything about Simon Ekpa. Yet, what Nigeria government accused him of keep increasing in a large number. You understand? I believe when somebody is a leader of a particular thing and you capture that leader, the financier of that, and you monitor his finance, I think you will destabilize the financial aspect and the strength of that group, true or false. But ever since Simon Ekpa was arrested, monitored, watched by the Finnish government, yet this death of a thing, bro, go and check the number of people that died in the absence of Simon Ekpa to compare the number of people that died when Simon Ekpa was free. In Benue, over 200 was, died in a day and roasted in the absence of Simon Ekpa. Was it Simon Ekpa that committed that atrocity while in Finnish government prison? Is a question. The Ebonyi State invasion of the Fulanis. While Simon Ekpa was in prison, Ebonyi State was invaded. Is it Simon Ekpa that invaded the place from Finland prison yard? I'm asking. The kidnapping that took place, the last one at least recently, that shake many Yorubas, which there is one platform, the one TV that which I sent that protest of the woman, what she was saying regarding the government. Was it Simon Ekpa? Do you know how many Nigerian generals? Let me shock you. Do you know that it was in the absence of Simon Ekpa that Oba, General Oba, was killed? It was in the absence of Ekpa that so many barracks in Niger State, Borno, Sokoto, Kaduna was invaded in the absence of Simon Ekpa. But all this, they are still calling him a terrorist. Who are the people carrying out this very act? Because if truly he was the one, I believe the rate at which all these things is going should have reduced by now, based on the extent, how long they have been holding him and keeping him. That is to tell you that Nigerian government is responsible and should be held responsible. Let Abacha, I quote and I quote again, made a statement. He said, any insurgency that lasted more than 24 hours, that the government should be held responsible, is aware of what is happening, and that is what is happening in Nigeria. When this Boko Haram started, do you know that Boko Haram started in Sokoto? Before, it was now moved and became rampant in Borno when Shetima, the vice president of Nigeria, was the governor of Borno State. He financed and supported. Then the El-Rufai was the Kaduna governor. They are the people that... And Jonathan brought in a soldier, a man called Ihejrika. You can ask. Ihejrika matched them. All the northerners revolted. That Jonathan want to finish them. because he wants to stop this. And I will not forget interview granted to Jonathan by Harari, one of the best journalists in America as at that period. The man is retired now. Do you understand? They asked Jonathan, Boko Haram, and then he said Boko Haram, they cannot disturb his government, and they are not disturbing him. Then he sent the Hejrika, the whole Northerners, including Sultan of Sokoto and the rest of them, including this article you are seeing today, all of them ganged up against that very act, which led Jonathan to withdraw Hejrika, because Hejrika gave them the heat, and everywhere Muroko, but today, a terrorist man, a Fulani man, open up openly without fear, saying that the soldier you are sending are his boys, that if they come, he will send them an errand to buy pure water. What an insult. You understand? And up till today, Nigerian government have not done anything, nor said anything regarding to that. Then you are still pointing finger on innocent person. Somebody that is under the world. I don't know, today they said they are going to do the case, go through the case with the Finnish language, though it will be translated in English with a translating machine or whatever. But in this case, if the government of Finnish can be fair enough, and if the world can be fair enough, and if the EU, where they belongs to, European Union, can be fair enough, United Nations, UN, can be fair enough, let this matter be, escalate and expand so that the real truth should come in. Now, I will give you an example. Okay. If truly Simon Ekpa is the financier of what is happening, check yourself. How much is the worth of Simon Ekpa? For him to be able to finance, to sponsor, and to lead such group, what was his net worth? And this man we are talking about, I've been in Finland for so many years, and he served Finnish government for so many years. So if there is any irregularity about him currently, I believe that the Finnish government should be in position to tell me and you, because it's not in Nigeria with us here anymore. He's not with them, and he have been living with them, marry and have his own family. So they know him. They are the one that will even tell much better of Simon Ekpa today than me and you that is here. If truly they want to be fair enough, the truth suppose go and listen to Alex Babi. Okay. If you listen to that young man's speech and what Mike Arnold have said, even John James regarding to, they are not speaking good of this country. I'm talking of the recent people now. They are not. Go to Europe and see, and you see them that are the what they are saying regarding to this country. Yet they are still saying some. So we are keeping our fingers crossed. Let's see if truly there is a truth in Finland, or maybe Finland want to copy Nigeria and sell out their dignity, because Nigeria has sold their own dignity. Are you hearing me? So maybe they want to bring themselves to zero, of which even if they do, the truth will eventually come out and they will still remain doomed, just like Nigeria today. I think when they were maltreating Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was asking, Omotosho, where is the law? Show me the law. Because according to the law, you're supposed to, when you are judging a man, or you want to, condemn a man or judge a man, conclude a case of a man, you go to the law. You say, look at what the law say. And I have cross-checked it and have, look at it front and back. I see it and I find you being guilty in so constitution, subsection, or so section of the of your constitution. Do you understand? So that is the paragraph you use to judge, to conclude, and at the same time, the person must not be judged at his back or her back, according to the law of Nigeria. The person you want to judge or you want to pass a judgment on his head, the person must be present and you show the person in the law and you judge, you pass your judgment. But this one, Mazen Namdekan, was not around. He was outside. And Omotosho was the one that instructed to take him out. His lawyer's legal team was outside too. And you pass your judgment. Then the judgment which you pass, where is it in the law? The written law. According to the British man who wrote the 18th centuries and the 21st centuries of the British Constitution and law, he said where there is no law, a written law, there is no offense, there is no crime. But in Nigeria, because he's an Igbo man, just like what I told them, it's because he's an Igbo man. Number two is what? A Christian. Take a look at why I said what I said is this. El-Rufai is under the custody of, is it ICPC or whatever? CPC. Do you know that El-Rufai, is it his mother that died? He was free to go and do his mother's burial. Then I return back. During Ramadan that just finished, now Islamic Disgrace, El-Rufai was free to go and participate and did his Ramadan, whatever, and return back. But come to the case of Mazen Namdekan, under the watch of the DSS of Nigeria, the same country, Kano mother died. Kano did not see the dead body of his mother. They did not allow him to go and bury his mother. His father died. They did not allow him to go and do his father's burial. So what are we saying? DSS denied him that because he's an Igbo man, because he's a Christian. You see the difference? Yes, that's it. How many times has any military group invade El-Rufai house? Even Marami, despite the fact that they saw in a whole story building, Marami filled it up with arms without license by the government. Yet they have never invaded his house, not to talk of taking lives in that aspect. But Mazen Namdekan, innocent man, house was invaded, people was died. You see, so far so good. And the people brutal that carry out that very act has not been called to order regarding to it. Is it Simon Ekpa that carried that very act that Mazen Namdekan house? What happened in Obigbo? Mwike. Is it Simon Ekpa that carried that act? And Mazen Namdekan that group and send those people to go and buy people in Obigbo, their own brothers? No, let's be sincere and let us, make sense. Truth will definitely come outside. No matter how Nigeria try to cover up, no matter the game they try to play. I know because this is not Nigeria. And they never believe that this case will come to this extent. I said the worst mistake of, I'm like joining Obasanjo to make this statement now. The worst mistake of Nigeria is a mistake of paying attention to Mazen Namdekan. It's a mistake of seeing Mazen Namdekan as an enemy. It's a mistake of going after Mazen Namdekan. It's a mistake of attempting to assassinate him. That is the worst mistake the Nigerian government has made. Right. and where they finally finished themselves. Two, the first one was a kidnapping rendition. Are you hearing me? Three, he won. They denied him his freedom and kept him in DSS. Then they turned over a statement, which many DSS boss, Mr. Ajayi, make the same statement. CDS Musa make the same statement. Similar. Tiwa Dan Juma make the same statement. And we are all free, but Kano is facing the challenge. Then third one was sentencing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment, sending him to Sokoto without the law to back it up. His sons that handled the case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, 50 billion naira was spent on the head of one person just to make sure that they sentence him to prison. And this thing concur me to what Bola Ahmed Tinubu said during campaign. He said he will continue from where Muhammadu Buhari stopped. And where Muhammadu Buhari stopped, when he said it, I don't know, I say I am waiting to see. And I now see it that he want to continue it on Mazen Nnamdi Kanu Biafra. You see why, as I speak to you, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is in the prison without a law, without any constitutional backup of the judgment. And that is why the Cruz now say that they all has to do what? Look into the matter. Omotosho, as we speak now, is answering. And that is why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu doesn't appear in their stupid appeal court any longer. It is now Nigeria versus Nigeria fighting themselves, judging themselves in a appeal court because they are getting the help from international bodies. Yes, Sheigumi is saying that they should withhold their help. See, Sheigumi do not really understand what it means, American pulling out their aid from your country. And once you push them to go to that level, definitely when they pull it off, and they will come against you. That is what it means. And when they rise to come against you, they will come against you economically wise and military wise. In which stand will Nigeria contend with them? Is it a collapsed economy with a collapsed government and a collapsed military? Which area do you want to stand to face America when they shall come? Sheigumi is saying, okay, withhold your aid. Instead of what? Releasing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. If it's because of your aid that you must release Mazen, we will keep him. Then keep your own. It's a good statement. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu exposes their what? Their satanic agenda concerning this country and concerning the people in the land. Go and check. I will not forget. I quote and I quote again. Sahara reporter in person of a Showore. Do you know what he said? He looked at Kanu finish in the court. He said, today you become my friend. I was once against you, but now you have become my best friend. And up to today. And that was what made Showore to organize that protest concerning the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You remember? Which even led to the arrest of Ejimako, one of the legal team of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that is the younger brother of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in Abuja. You remember? Which later they now release him and they free them. What am I actually saying? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist because he's exposing and he's telling the people and the world, look at what shall befall Nigeria. And these are the people that are about to carry it out. And as he said it, that was how everything was going. Which made Omotosho, thank God Omotosho is still alive. Omotosho now asks a simple question. Do you know the question he asked him in the court? In a federal high court, Abuja. He said, are you a prophet? Because when over 200 of Benuans was, killed and roasted, Kanu prophesied before it came to pass. The man said what marvels him was that he gave a date. When he said it with a date, and it came to pass on that very date. That was why I asked him, are you a prophet? And this is a man again, they have tried, which Sultan of Sokoto said it before himself came up to say that they tried to bribe him. Do you know what the meaning of 5 billion? Do you know how many millions that is inside 5 billion? With an oil well, freely want to dash a man just for him to do what? To shut up, not to talk about anything Biafra again. But he turned it down. You see why they call him a terrorist? You see why they regard him as a terrorist? You see why they never wanted him alive? You see why they attempted to assassinate him by brutality under Muhammad Buhari? You see, the man have the secret of the northerners. And remember, after the kidnapping that took place in Oyo, many Yorubas started protesting that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the only key, the only solution to stop the Fulanis. And up to this very moment, you and I know that vividly well that that man is the only solution. And that is why the Northern Caliphate is afraid of him. Because he's the only one that knows their in and out. Every secret about them is in his palm. You see why they're calling him a terrorist. Because it surprises them that every of their data is in his hand. Their secret is in his hand. He hold it. You see why they are calling him a terrorist. You see why they never wish him well. You see why they never wanted to let him go. They say if they should allow this man to be out there, he will cause more. Imagine somebody that is in the prison. All the caliphate, the elders, both in the north. Was it not last week, if I'm not mistaken, last week, the governor of Plateau was confessing and begging that the Biafrans should forgive them. Didn't you see it? Muswanga was he's Muswanga, somebody, the Plateau State governor. Didn't you see? Yeah. Did he deny it? It was in his ass handle where he was begging and pleading that they should forgive them, that they were deceived. A man in the prison drawing attention of so many people, both international and Nigeria. Do you know how many times you go to the meeting? All of them have, they send them to go and be pleading with him. Because they never knew that that man is as tough as like this. They never knew that he has such connections, such link in this struggle. It is now they now understand. I will not forget. Now, today is Saturday. During the week or last week, ending last week, Obasanjo make a statement. He said that he's warning Nigeria that they shouldn't ever make any move. That what happened in 1967, they shouldn't allow it to repeat again. That if they do, if Nigeria do, the rest is case. It's not going to be funny. It's not going to be funny for Nigeria. So it's better they do everything peacefully and amicably. But in Nigeria, Sheigumi and Co is not ready for that. And somebody like a Biafran evangelist is ready for somebody like Sheigumi. Otobuno si choye ni ya bawa yotele. Obori ya wusasea. Ekwensu ga-akọ ya ọkụ. Nke a bụrụ Chukwu. Ekwensu na onwe ya ga-eme ihe. Yes. Yes. He's blowing hot. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is what? He's a terrorist. Has Mazen Nnamdi Kanu ever killed a cockroach in your house? But you see the Fulanis all over Nigeria, they are the one causing problems. I want to ask a question. If na Igbo people, they travel from one state to the other, they keep people like this. Shey Nigerian government go fold their hand like this? They look, including you, Sultan of Sokoto and Sheigumi, that is supporting this atrocity. Just the simple thing, being that the Igbos too, Ifajuna and Nzog, we are involved in the coup in 1966. You people target a name. Because Igbo people, we are involved in NSAS. You people, now Igbo people. But coup have been going. A lot of protests have been going on. Because Igbos have washed their hand. You've not given it. Igbos want to go. Igbos are terrorists. Good and fine. No problem. I accept. I want to go. I don't want to terrorize you again. I want to go. You are still saying no. That means I am not. Yes, I'm not. And I can never be. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not. But they are just, calling him a name of what they are. They are giving him a name of what they themselves is. Because freedom fighters like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, agitators like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not a terror, and it can never be one. Because he is conquering Nigeria on daily basis with what? With the truth. The Bible said that thou shalt know the truth, and that truth will make you free. Thou shalt know the truth. And it was the truth which Mazen Nnamdi Kanu knew that is conquering and burying Nigeria. That today he has become a global phenomenon which Nigeria cannot and they will never silence him. I have some Yorubas, some will not all. Some of them that are ignorant and they are and they out of their hatred, they go kill him, and then go do and this. If Buhari catch him, Buhari no do anything. And when they catch him, the other, is he not still alive? The man that even said the recent stupid Igbo man that said that should kill Kano before, where is the man today? All of them that plotted against Kano, where are they today? How is their life? No, that is the question. How is their life? The soldier man, the Igbo man, the one that is saying, bring Kano, kill, that Kano is a terrorist, Igbo people, this one, that one. Don't worry, they have paid the man. I don't know where you get the point.
Okay, yeah, the video circulating online.
The video that is circulating online.
The Igbo man telling the Vice President of Nigeria that their forefathers never told them that Nigeria will separate. That the Biafran agitators are wasting their time.
That is what he, because his own ancestors are blind and they are cursed. Their own ancestors committed a crime called felony, so they now chase them out of Igbo race. So, it's an outcast. That is why they cast him and his generation. That's where this idiot came from. That's why he's telling you Igbos that are agitating are coward or whatsoever language he uses. Because he himself, it's a paid element that will later regret. And of which, thank God they are showing themselves now. Including Lolo Neka whatsoever. Thank God they are showing that, because at the end of yesterday, I will not lie to you. I have told you people, and I said through this channel, I told you God gave it to clearly. Biafra has come, but they will not call it Biafra. And if you watch in the S handle of Ngozi Orabeze now, it's calling it a Christian nation. Do you get it now? And yesterday, there was a song the Lord God Almighty gave to me. He said, I will never ever stop my journey halfway until I reach my home. Until I reach my home. You know that song? That was the song that Baba Jehovah gave me. That was yesterday. That means Biafra is unnegotiable, unstoppable, until we reach where we keep fighting. Keep fighting. Because soon, there's no later there. Nothing like sooner or later. Now, soon, it will be announced. They have sent Bianca to meet Netanyahu. And what happened? They have sent all the delegates, including the Fulanis. They sent them, they turned them down. Why should they be coming on behalf of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu release? Why should they interfere? That they should go and meet them. And funny enough, the most stupid movement that ever happened in this situation was the movement of Adeboye and the likes of them. That is the most shameful thing. I am highly disappointed in them, in the man of God. Because they have never come out for one day to debunk the killings of the Christians in Nigeria. And there are pastors. So those people, they are pastoring. If they kill them, who are they going to pastor? They have never, you see all them. Look at what Ibiome said. That's why Ibiome open eyes, say yes. Look at Odumeje them. Yes. That is how Shitunde Bakari and the nonsense likes of them. They're not the one that organize protests or just everywhere. Jonathan this, Jonathan that. The worst has happened to Nigeria, and none of these so-called pastors will come outside and talk again. None of them could protest. Rather, they are protest. That is why I say all of them are tribalistic pastors. They are not genuine. Yes, because the gospel I read, the gospel I preach, the one I know, doesn't discriminate. And it's not a tribal gospel. It's a gospel of truth, straight. Now the Bible said that as many that accept him, to them he give power to be the sons of. He said as many. So it's not any pastor that come and become a tribal. It's not worth it. Yes. And I rest my case.